What's up, everybody? King Triple C here, the Olympic champion, flyweight champion, the bantamweight champion of the world. And I got a public service announcement to all you wannabe MMA casuals or MMA fans for that reason. You guys make sure to listen to my boy Story of the Fight with Will and Miro.
What up, Will?
What up, what up?
Welcome, everybody, to Story of the Fight. My name's Real. That's my boy, Will. This is where we cover things, all things combat sports. Today, we're covering UFC Fight Night Houston. Look, strong finish from the event.
Yeah,
Strong
big.
finish.
Well, first half, horrible. Second half, pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, though, I want to remind everybody, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Goes a long way. We're trying to reach 20,000 subscribers, steadily climbing. And if you don't like watching, I don't know why, and you'd rather just listen, they got other ways, right, Will?
Yeah, Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube Podcast, pretty much anywhere podcasts are found. And then but we recommend YouTube because then you could be in the chat. We got some people in the chat already. Shout out to Evie. Shout out to Austin. Come on. Thank you for joining. But yeah, that's why we recommend YouTube. On top of that, we get to look at pictures. We'll show clips from the fight. You get to see us. But so YouTube's where it's at. Subscribe on there. And then on social media, it's Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Twitch, yada, yada, yada. Go to storyofthefight.com. It'll list everything. You can click through, hit follow, chat with us, watch fights with us.
We even have merch.
We even have merch. Storyfight.com. We'll list it. Neither of us are
I
wearing
like
it
how
right
like
now,
people
but
are like, you know what? I might subscribe, and then you're like, you get to see us, and like, no.
never mind.
Oh, hold on. But yes, shout out Austin, shout out Evie. Thank you for joining us already. They're here to talk UFC Fight Night Houston, Strickland versus Fluffy Hernandez. Let's get into it, Will. That was the main event. Sean Strickland versus Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. I believe Hernandez on an 8-fight win streak, I believe.
Oh, God, man. Yeah, he was on a tear, right? And everybody was like, this is the guy. He's the one.
On a
He's the dark
tear.
horse, right?
And then on the other end, you had Sean Strickland, who had been, I don't want to say on a skid, right? But he had lost 2 of his last 3. So everybody was like, man, does Strickland really belong up there with the top of that weight class?
Yeah. And, I mean, former champ, all that stuff.
Shout
We
out
can go ahead
Ganscow.
and
Thanks
see.
for joining us.
Hey, shout out to Ganscow. Strickland versus Hamzat for the White House, please. Here's the we can show the clip from this one because shout out UFC Indonesia posted it. So we get to watch it because it's cage side. But
My
here's
favorite
Sean Strickland.
UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Big left.
Big flurry.
Starts landing the combos, man. Yeah.
Hernandez
Fluffy
tries to
lands a
throw back,
decent
but
right. Yeah. He lands those couple uppercuts. Fluffy falls. Yeah. Good stoppage.
Good stoppage. Congrats to Sean Strickland. A lot of people, I think the biggest criticism of Sean Strickland's fight game, not necessarily Sean Strickland, is that he doesn't get finishes, and that he always talks about, I'm willing to die out there for you guys. I want to be the first person to go out there and actually kill somebody in the cage. I want to be the first guy. And then he goes out there and he's like,
peppers people with jabs.
He's just jabbing and teeping and so that's been the biggest criticism.
Although repeated head trauma, who knows? One day, Strickland.
Yeah,
one
I know it's gonna be
day with that jab.
Yeah,
jeez, dude. But off his back foot, man, very good off his back foot. Fluffy's still pressuring quite a bit, right? Had a really hard time of finding that range.
I didn't like the game. I'll be honest. I didn't like the game plan from Fluffy in this one, man. And here's the picture right at the time. So there was a couple sequences in the first round where he could not reach Sean, and Sean was jabbing him. He established the jab early. Fluffy was leg kicking pretty good, but he was getting jabbed up, and he was reaching for punches and Sean was just doing what he does, where he throws his arms up right in between the slot, the arm slot of your punch, so your punch can't make it to his head. He's so good at evading like that, leaning back and just putting his arms in the way of your punches. And Fluffy's just reaching for him. And Sean's circling, Fluffy will pressure him against the cage, and then he'll let him escape. And there was a couple moments where they'd circle back, and then they'd touch gloves again, like nod. And I'm like, oh no, dude, that's not the fight that Fluffy needs against Sean. If Fluffy's not forcing Sean into uncomfortable positions, and he's kind of allowing this, like, I don't know, like mutual respect fight, Sean's gonna have a field day. I did not think it would be a Sean Strickland finish, but here's him gumming up the punches. But like the mentality from Fluffy wasn't the right mindset, it seemed, and also the game plan of headhunting early did not make sense to me.
Maybe fought a little emotional.
I don't know. Well, maybe, but then he's out there touching gloves throughout multiple times throughout the fight and like nodding, like, yeah,
True.
we're in a fight, yeah, like stoked about it. And it's like,
And man, Strickland has this defense that you think sometimes like might not be super effective, but it's very effective. Again, he's comfortable throwing off his back foot, and here you see Fluffy, and he'll parry, he'll shoulder roll, he'll slip, he'll do so many things defensively where it looks like, okay, Fluffy should be able to find a home for that jab. He'll find a home for that right, but that just awkward defense, man. He's just always in different positions. It makes it tough for a lot of people. And it got to that point in the third where I think Fluffy, there's the defense right there. Is that iCarly?
Yeah.
That iCarly defense, dude, it works for him.
Bro, it works. He makes it work, man.
He does. But Fluffy, I feel like it was just built up frustration, right? Of not being able to find that range and close that distance, where he just started opening up a little bit more as he was coming in.
Yes. I mean, and this is good here. He started landing to the body, but like you said, opening up to land things. Like, I mean, look how open he is to land this punch.
Yes.
Hilarious looking defense from Sean as always, but it just, he started having some success when he got a little bit more physical towards the end of the second round, where I mean, they clashed heads like a number of times. I don't know if you caught that, but he was really like, he'd throw a punch just to get in range and then slam shoulder into him, and then as Sean would try to break away and circle off to his left, he would try to catch him with a wide right hand that he would hopefully circle into, but really he was trailing off. So it wasn't. It landed a couple times, but it's just not a good. It's a decent adjustment, I guess. Make it grimy. Don't fight a clean jabbing performance, right? Because you're just going to get picked apart by that jab. So just, if you can slip it and just shoulder into him, and then on the break clip him, not a bad adjustment. The problem is when you start entering like that, and you're entering with your shoulder, the knee to the body is there. If you're it's like dipping, right? If you're jabbing, if someone's jabbing you, the way Sean does not throw a dipping jab. Sean just throws a regular jab, just straight from the shoulder, right at your face. And one of the ways you can get through that is obviously slipping it on the inside to land a body shot or something like that. But the other way is to try to jab with him. And if you're jabbing, if you're going to throw the dipping jab, you'll slip it on your jab, and your jab will land, right? So you can do that, but that's not necessarily what he was doing. He was slipping on the inside and shouldering into him, which like you'll see like Mayweather did that a lot. But you can't knee Mayweather in the belly, So like here, it's a great adjustment from Sean, because Sean already likes to lift that knee, whether it's just to check a kick or to flick the jab, or the flick the front kick to the belly, which is also a good weapon against an aggressive guy like a forward pressure guy like Fluffy. And I saw some people who did like tape study on Fluffy, where they're like, one thing that has been a consistent weakness for Fluffy his whole career is he gets hurt to the body. We don't always see it. It's not like it happens every single fight or anything like that, but it is something that he's shown multiple times. And it literally was it the first one he threw, the knee to the body?
No, I think he had thrown a few more before that, but this one landed flush.
It was nasty, man. And you could see he immediately grabbed his stomach. You're like, that's bad.
Yeah.
When you're a guy who gets punched clean and you smile back at them, to hold your belly after one shot, that's not good. I mean, it's hard.
Was it just me, or was there a significant size difference between the two guys?
Yeah, Sean looked jacked in this fight.
He looked to be in phenomenal shape. He also just longer, taller fighter.
Which is good for
Um,
his style.
yeah. And do you think Fluffy should be fighting a weight class down?
No, I don't think so. Because
No?
we've seen him deal with physical middleweights like Roman Dolidze, right? Like we've seen him deal
True.
with guys like that and just manhandle them. So I don't necessarily think it's a size thing. I think it's just, hey, there's a chink in the armor that needs addressed. It needs to be addressed, because if you're constantly walking people down, that's one of the things. If you're fighting someone who's a pressure fighter, not necessarily a pressure wrestler, because you don't necessarily want to kick them to the midsection because they can catch it. But teeps to the body, front kicks to the body on someone who moves forward like that is always
Mm,
like a suggested weapon, because you're creating that car crash where they're walking into the strike, and if you're already susceptible to being hurt to the body, I don't. That's something that needs to be addressed. I don't know if it's what it is. If it's more cardio. I mean, you see. I mean, you look at him, and he looks like the middleweight. He's got the Cain Velasquez build, which is great for that cardio wrestling pressure, but maybe it's not great for this. You know,
yeah.
I don't know what you do to get around that, but
So we saw
yeah.
Ganscal mention Strickland versus Chimaev for the White House card.
Mhm.
What do you think?
I mean, fuck, whatever gets Hamzat into the octagon, I don't give a fuck, dude. This dude needs to defend the belt.
Yeah, it's been a minute,
It
huh?
should be a Mavov, but at this point, like, fucking come on,
Just
come on,
anything.
like, give me anything. Maybe that's the strategy now is is just beat people down with no fights being announced, that they'll finally accept whatever you give them. Maybe that's the UFC's MO these days with matchmaking, because Jesus Christ, dude. We talked about it. Uh there's currently what was the message I sent you guys, you and George? I'll pull it up right now, but I mean it's crazy, the title or male champions and their title defenses. So we got Tom Aspinall at heavyweight 0. Alex Pereira at light heavyweight 0. A little weird because he had defenses and then he lost the belt and he just got
Yeah,
it
yeah.
back. So he's technically at 0, but it's kind of weird. Hamzat Chimaev, middleweight, 0 title defenses. Welterweight's got Islam Makhachev, 0. Ilya Topuria at lightweight, 0. Justin Gaethje's now an interim champion, also 0. Volkanovski has 1. Uh, Piotr Jan, 0. He just won it. Josh Van, 0. He just won it. And they just announced his fight against Tatsuda Taira. So it's like, so there's 1 there. So, and out of that list, how many of those guys are scheduled? And
Yeah.
they just
Just
scheduled them
Van?
yesterday. Yeah. Like, let's fucking go. What are we doing? And everyone's
House
like,
card.
oh, well, they gotta save these guys for the White House card. And Trump's talking about there's gonna be 8 title fights on the card alone. And then you got Ari Emanuel being like, there's probably only gonna be like 5 or 6 fights total on the whole card. So we're like, you're holding up every division for this card. I don't buy it. So what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I
I
I
don't know.
I'm wondering if they're like this is tinfoil hat right now, but I'm wondering if they're like negotiating like purses now that pay-per-view points are gone, and they're like, hey, Volkanovski defended his belt, and maybe it was weird. Maybe the contract was weird. I don't know. In this new year, this new deal. So maybe they're trying to figure that out, because DC talked about how, oh yeah, everybody's getting paid more now up front because there's no pay-per-view points. And multiple fighters have been like, that's not fucking true. Justin Gaethje was like, I'm not making any extra money. What the hell? What's DC talking about? So like,
Yeah.
maybe they're trying to figure that out.
Austin calling out that this might be the worst UFC champ era ever.
Oh man.
I
As
mean,
far as
the defenses, as far as the
defenses
defenses,
for
probably,
sure.
yeah, and how
But
active they are.
there is a lot of new champs. So like you got to take that into consideration.
But
Like
think
obviously Piotr Jan,
even recently, I mean, Marab was extremely active, right?
very active, yeah. So there's like weird cherry picked
Adesanya was
portions of that.
extremely active. And
Mhm.
you know what, dude?
Volkos
Everybody
too.
hated on Volkos too, but everybody hated on Kamaru Usman. Dude, he
Very
was
active.
super active for champion
Well,
too.
it's easy to be active when they're like Colby Covington multiple times, Jorge Masvidal a couple times.
Hey,
Yeah.
well, I would take that right now for some of these champs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So by not booking, give me Sean Strickland versus Hamzat, because give me anything. You know what I mean?
True.
But
Fair.
yeah,
All right.
we're in a weird state right now, and it's a new deal, new broadcast deal. So I guess give it the benefit of the doubt. But like, if they've shown anything in the past, they don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. Because Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And hey, I know we're gonna cover 9 fights from this card, but
I lost Ramiro there. I don't know if it's on my side or.
I don't know.
Oh, are you back? I lost you there.
Saying we're gonna cover 9 fights on this card, but I have a feeling like we're gonna go through these rather quickly.
A lot of these are going to be quick.
Right. So
we have
hey,
videos for a lot of them too. So
we'll go to the next one. We had Uros Medic versus Geoff Hands of Steel Neal.
oh my God. You want to see a dead body?
Oh,
Jesus, dude. Watch this.
in the pocket.
Oh.
Quick
then
hands, man.
And then this right here. This is like, oh, with the foot.
Okay.
God. So
Interesting.
sick.
Interesting.
I
But
dig it.
who was it? Was it Saif Saud in the back? They're interviewing him, and he's like, "Yeah, we just gotta survive that first round. There's a lot to digest there with Uros Medic in the first round. There's so many different things can happen in that first round. He's been finishing the first round, but he's also finished a lot of people in the first round. It's just that first round, like over and over and over again.
That first round's a motherfucker. Oh man, I love Geoff Neal. He's a cool guy, good fighter. He's had a tough stretch lately, man. What going into this, what's it looking like for Geoff Neal? So
I mean, he's 16-8 now after that, right?
yeah,
so
he got spinning back elbowed by
as of late.
Prates.
Yes.
Yeah, spinning back elbow by Prates. He beats the ghost of Rafael dos Anjos due to leg injury. That was 2024, by the way. Okay. I was like, that was a long time ago. How was that his second to last fight? It was. He loses this decision to Ian Gary, and then he gets finished by Shavkat in that slugfest. That was a firefight. But yeah, back to 2023, he misses weight to fight Shavkat, and it's a brutal fight that he loses by finish. And then he fights Ian Gary. He gets decisioned. He gets kind of like a gimme win over RDA. And then he gets flatlined by Carlos Prates and then flatlined by Medic. That's tough, man.
Rough.
Oh, the left hand on the temple, dude.
Right on the temple.
God.
Nice and tight, that hook, man. That left hook. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. And then the way he fell. And then are you ready for one of the if we have an award for like best MMA photo of the year?
Oh boy.
Dude. Bro.
That's pretty good.
The only thing that fucks it up is that ridiculous ass advertisement behind Medic.
Oh, dude, nothing AI can't handle.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, I could black that. I could black that. Do you still call it a turnbuckle in the octagon? What do you call that?
It's got to be right.
I guess. It's just like a pole. The pole. The corner.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know what you call it. But crazy picture. Shout out to Cooper Neal for the photo.
For sure.
But yeah, Medic. And then the post-fight interview, dude, where he's all, Houston, we have a problem, and it's me.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
That was great, dude. And then he just went
capitalizing
off.
on the city he's in.
Yeah.
Local reference, so good.
Local reference, like like an open mic night, dude, comedian. But,
yeah.
But he killed it, dude. And then the whole thing, he's like, sometimes I get knocked out. That's just the way the way he went through it was perfect. And I would imagine, I know he's Serbian, right? So I would imagine English isn't his first language, but I mean, dude, he fucking, even you could tell some of this stuff was clearly like premeditated. Like the Houston, we have a problem. He clearly thought of that before the fight. But then some of it you could tell was off the cuff, and you could see him like pause for a second and then keep going. It's fucking flawless. Very good.
And then he mentioned something about like not being able to book another flight anytime soon because of his like,
he's like, I can't go to Serbia.
Like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something was going on. And then I
guess
he
couldn't come back because if he leaves, he can't come back.
And then did you see
Yeah.
that where like I guess in the back meets up with Dana. Dana's like, "Hey, I got the president on the phone," and but
Yeah,
of course the
dude.
president's like, "Dude, don't worry about your travel, dude. You'll be able to get in and out. Just give Dana your info and we'll take care of it." And I was just
That's
like,
fucking illegal.
so funny, dude.
But yeah,
So
dude,
funny.
what a night for Uros Medic. And dude, this guy has been it seems like it's been a long time coming, but it's like we've known forever. He's been in the UFC for 5 years now. And he's
Jeez.
lost some fights, but like listen, okay. He got subbed by Jalen Turner. No slouch. He gets subbed
Tarantula.
by Orobai, who's a fucking savage from a bygone era, and by that I mean the fucking Ice Age. And then he gets knocked out by Punahele Soriano, who's a
Got
massive
power.
puncher. Massive
Got power,
puncher.
dude. And he said too, sometimes I get finished in the first round.
Yeah. But
It
sometimes I
happens,
do it.
dude.
And the last 3 times he's done it. He knocked out
Yeah.
Geoff Neal with the left hook, knocked out Muslim Salikov. He knocked him out. And then
RIP.
Urbina knocked him out in the first round. All first round. Before that, his last win was a knockout over Tim Means in the first round. Before that was a spinning back fist knockout of Matthew Semmelsberger. Like this guy, it's kill or be killed.
Where does this put him in? Has him breaking into the top 15 now.
Yeah, which is very much deserved, right? Like this guy,
Oh yeah.
he's clearly a
Oh yeah.
fucking. This is one of those guys that like, I don't know. I don't know if there's like championship. I'll never write anybody off from like ever being a champion unless they're like 45 years old and they're like, "This is my next fight. It's my last fight," and they're like fighting some bum. But
Yeah.
for someone like this, I'll never write him off as never being a champion or anything like that. But this is somebody who is guaranteed action. That if anybody ever sees his name on a card, that should be one that they're
You gotta
circling.
watch.
Like, don't miss that one. Yeah, he's absolutely that
100%.
guy.
I'm wondering what that's gonna do to the lightweight division, though. It's gonna put him at 12th more than likely. D-Rod moves down.
But where is D-Rod? Wait, what are you talking
MVP
about?
moves
D-Rod?
down. Daniel Rodriguez.
Looking at welterweight, dog.
Oh, my bad. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, he is welterweight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
So,
said lightweight rankings. I was like, wait,
oh,
what?
I'm sorry. Welterweight. Yeah, welterweight. But yeah. I mean, what does that do?
Yeah,
Bumps
well, you
Colby
got.
out?
I mean, come on, Colby should not be there. Colby should not be there. What's Colby's last win? Can you tell me? Without looking.
No.
I mean, we talk fights every single week.
Wait, now I'm curious. Who did he beat last?
Fucking Colby Covington, dude, still ranked.
I don't know. And then they got him tied with MVP for 14th. They're like, not sure. We'll just make them both 14th.
Like MVP, if you want to fight a guy that most people have never even heard of next. You're like, what are we doing signing MVP to not have him fight like fun, exciting fights in the rankings? It's crazy. But yeah, it is what it is. We got Gilbert Burns, who I think he's 0-4 in his last 4. By the way, he's going to headline UFC Canada.
Jeez.
Oh my God, dude.
That's rough. All right. We'll move on. We had Melquizael Costa versus Dan Ige.
Okay. We'll move on to some cool shit, huh? I mean, come on, dude. This guy's fucking awesome, dude. This is another one. Everybody needs to be circling him. He's so goddamn cool, dude. We can watch it, but the thing about the clip I'm gonna show for this one is it doesn't really show the impact. It's like it's this one here.
Aftermath or what?
It's gonna show the aftermath, like them falling down from the impact. It's a spinning back kick, turning side kick, kinda, and then he goes down. And you know what's crazy? And does this have him throw his cup in the in the cage? No. But you know what's crazy? The last fight, Melky head kicked Morgan, right? Chaudier, and knocked him out. It was a beautiful head kick knockout, and I was like, holy shit. I started calling him Melky Crow Cop because it looked like a Crow Cop head kick. And then this one, while it's like a spinning back kick, turning side kick, whatever you want to call it. I think there it is right there. It's more of like a turning side kick.
That looks so painful too. It was like the heel right on the cheekbone. And you just saw Dan Ige's face as he was going down. He's just like, oh.
Well, that's my point. So remember, the strike isn't a Crow Cop strike, but you know what it reminded me of? and maybe it's because I'm already thinking of him as Crow Cop, even though they're very different fighters. Don't get me wrong. But remember when Crow Cop fought Bob Sapp, dude, and he broke his orbital with the
Oh,
cross?
jeez,
And
dude.
Bob Sapp went down holding his face, and it looked like he was like crying. And that's what Dan Ige looked like from this one. And I was like, holy shit, man, this dude
Yeah, I
is.
thought I was like, oh, he has a broken face right now.
Yeah, and then, dude, when they're doing the, I mean, and how tough is Dan Ige that he complained about the stoppage after? You're like,
Yeah,
bro,
I was
your
like,
whole
bro.
side of your face is broken, dude. Like, oh my god. I mean, oh yeah, and then he threw the cup out into the crowd.
Yeah, how about the person that caught it has him sign it?
Yeah, I went back to try to screenshot it for the slideshow. This lady had the cup and she's like she's standing there at the barrier, like where the fighters walk away from to go backstage out after they leave. And she's signing it and she's like, "Thank you so much." So I'm like, shout out to the soccer mom out there. But I try to go back to screenshot it, and I can't find a way on Paramount to just watch the whole main card. All I can see, if I click the event, it just gives me the breakout fights to watch, which is very cool. But I don't see an option to watch the whole thing, so it ends before it shows that.
Not gonna lie,
Obviously, why
kind
would
of
they
wish
keep that?
one did that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, can they both mix? Can one
Yeah,
start
yeah,
also doing the clips, and then can Paramount start showing the whole card as well?
yeah.
You know, sometimes I want to watch all the ads. Jesus. But
Man.
Melky, man, this guy he's the real deal, dude. He's
Yeah,
absolutely the real deal. I think
a lot of fun to watch.
because I mean we're talking about resumes. I mean, this guy is on a fucking tear. His last loss was he got finished by Steve Garcia in 2023, which Steve Garcia is very good in his own right. Since then, what is it, a 6-fight win streak with 2
Yeah.
submissions, 2 decisions, 2 knockouts. Very cool.
He's just
But
out there, yeah, finishing people.
and what I want to talk about too about it is, I mean, we're basically already done talking about it, but dude, he has developed a full-on kicking arsenal. It's not just that, like, and I was thinking that before he even got the knockout, because he's out there. There's a great picture of it in here, but the front kick landed. He's throwing high kicks, he's throwing low kicks, he's throwing body kicks, and then the turning side kick for the knockout. He knocked out Morgan Chartier his last fight with the high kick. This dude's kicking game is fucking nasty, dude. And then on top of that, he's hitting like these trips, because it used to be like he kind of struggled with the grappling a little bit.
Yeah.
But now you see him in the clinch, and he's got double overhooks over the arms, right? Ige's got double underhooks, but he's got the overhooks over the arms to kind of separate himself. They're not fully chest to chest. Steps over, fucking trips him with the overhooks. I'm like, dude. Because if I'm Dan Ige and I'm coming into this fight,
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm fighting like Randy fucking Couture in this fight. I'm not letting him have any space for these kicks. I'm pressuring him up against the fence. I'm getting my underhooks. I'm controlling him. I'm landing uppercuts. Take him down if I can. And here I am. I got my fucking double underhooks up against the fence, and now I'm on my back. Like,
Oh, dude.
and then when he did get taken down, he attacked the leg. Dan Ige pulls out, and he's like, "Great, now I'm up." Like, dude, this guy he's fucking good, dude.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to his next fights. Was he already ranked before this?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Or maybe he's gonna be ranked now.
Also, first guy to finish Dan Ige, by the way.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be ranked now after being Dan Ige.
Ige was still ranked.
Ige was 14.
14. Yeah, Melky's up there, man.
Rough go for Ige.
What do you give him though? Let's say he swaps the spot. Let's say he goes to 14. He called out Diego Lopez, didn't he? He called out Diego Lopez.
Yeah, he called out Diego Lopez.
Fuck it, dude. Get him up there, dude.
YOLO.
Diego Lopez, your luck has ran out. You've lost 2 title fights. The second one, you didn't deserve it. You had your opportunity. You came up short. Time to fight down. And by down, I mean all the way down the rankings.
Does Yair Rodriguez have a fight?
Dude, Yair
that'd be a fun one, though.
It'd be very cool.
That would be such a fun fight. Every time that they try to choose watch from the beginning, it never works on Paramount.
Interesting. Yeah, they got some issues. They got some issues. Also, I mean, I'm hardwired into my router. My router's 6 feet away from me, and even then, I'm fucking hardwired into it. I have 1,200 megabits download speed. I watched one of the
Dang.
trying to get these fights to get screenshots from if there was a picture of something important. It's like fucking 480p, and I'm like, come on, guys. And I'm like, maybe if I let it play a little bit, it'll switch.
Yeah.
No, come on,
Caps
guys.
out, dude.
Come on,
Nice flex,
guys.
by the way, with the download speeds.
Hey, but wait till you hear about my upload speeds.
Oh, snaps.
35.
Oh, that's awesome.
But
All right, man.
Yair does not have a fight. That's a good one. But
That'd just
if
be
we're
so
being
much fun.
realistic, you do Yair versus Diego Lopez, and you do Melky versus someone kind of closer to the 15 spot. You don't rematch to Steve Garcia, maybe Josh Emmett, maybe Pitbull, like you mentioned.
Yeah, Pitbull. Nice little step up there.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
Kevin Pacheco's will be fucking nasty too. But Dan Ige, I don't know, man. He's at a tough spot now.
Yeah. Have you seen anything? Is his face actually broken?
I'm not sure. There was a couple fights I wanted to check some medical stuff, and I haven't heard like anything. This was one of them. It looked broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he went down like in full pain, holding his face, and then complained about the stoppage. I'm like, you're a fuck. He's still a savage, but I'm worried that that's kind of all he's got at this point.
Yeah. All right. Happens to the best of them, man.
Happens every time.
All right, we'll move on to the next one, man. We had Spivac versus Delija.
Decent heavyweight fight, huh?
Not bad, man. Not bad. I do like Delija's pressure.
Yes. I mean, he's one of those guys that at heavyweight that his hands are much faster than like 80% of the roster at heavyweight. I think his hand speed is legit at heavyweight. And he opened up this fight with a nasty combination, and then I was like, oh, this might be a tough night for Serghei, because sometimes we see Serghei kind of just like wilt to the pressure. You know, if someone just keeps throwing, he kind of just shells up, and eventually like I don't know if anything's literally landing, and then the knee goes down. You're like, oh shit. We've seen that a number of times with Serghei. So I thought, oh, this might be a quick one for Delija. No. Serghei was like, let me just jab. Every time he comes in, he's coming in on a straight line. So let me just stop him right in his tracks. Fucking great.
Dude, ended a few jabs, some rights followed up. On my notes, I also had down the clinches. Do you think that was the big difference in the third? The clinch work?
In the third, yes. In the third,
right?
definitely. Because was it the second, Delija almost had him out. He hurt him bad. First round, he opened up strong, but then Serghei just jabbed the fuck out of him for the rest of the round. And it seemed like Delija he didn't know how to approach him. He didn't know how to get past the jab. When he would get past the jab, he did like a nasty hook. And it seemed like he was like, oh, maybe he was a little shell-shocked from getting knocked out by Waldo in a fight that he was winning also until he got knocked out. But so maybe he was like, oh, shit, maybe I can't get careless. Maybe he's going to catch me. So he fought real tentative. But then he hurt him in the second. And then so it was like, oh, Serghei needs to turn the tides back. And then I think the clinch work and just the, hey, now think about wrestling. I'm worried about getting caught. Now I'm worried about getting taken down. What do I do? And I think that was the difference maker in the third round. One of the judges gave Serghei all 3 rounds.
Really?
Which is crazy, because the second round he literally almost got finished.
Yeah. All right.
But a good fight from what we've seen recently at heavyweight. This is pretty good.
Refreshing.
Yes.
Shout out Blunderbub also saying, oh shit, boys, forgot to tell you, got to join technical sparring last week. It's getting real. It's getting real. That's awesome.
That's sick though.
No, hell yeah, that's sick.
Shout out.
Shout out, yeah.
You love to see it.
So proud of my Muay Thai man. That's Evie saying that, by the way. That's not me.
Yeah.
Although I am proud, but I'm not calling him my man. Yeah. All right.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
That's hilarious.
He said I almost threw up.
Oh,
man.
Brutal.
8-1 Sean Strickland knee to the gut, dude. That'll do it.
That's all it takes. All right. We had a Jacobe Smith versus Josiah. Is it Harrell?
Oh, dude. This it's been a while since I've been uncomfortable watching MMA or combat sports in general. But shout out to UFC because they did it this time. They nailed it. If that's what they're going for. because this is not what you should be looking at right before they walk out. They literally did a little package for it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, if you guys don't remember, his last fight got canceled because he had to get fucking brain surgery." And you're like, "Okay." I don't know what the fuck just happened there, but like the whole thing crashed for a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what
Awesome.
the fuck happened there.
Yeah, I don't know, but you had just shown the pictures of his brain surgery. How long ago was this?
I mean, it couldn't have been that long ago. I think I remember when his fight got canceled, and they were like, "Hey, didn't they find something in like his screening or something? But the pre-fight screening, it was in September of last year, and since then he got a knockout in LFA back in January. And they're like, yeah, this guy doesn't need good time in between fights, even though he won. Let's throw him a short notice fight in February. And like, dude, I'm sure if he's watching this, he's gonna be like, hey guys, I know what the fuck I'm doing. The doctors cleared me all this stuff, but like,
Both
for me,
him, the doctors, UFC is going to tell you, hey, we made sure that they got clearance.
I mean, what the fuck, dude? It's crazy. And I'm like, well, maybe it's gonna be fine. Maybe it's gonna be okay. He's gonna, you know, he's gonna get hit. Everybody gets hit, but like maybe he'll be okay. And then he was not. Let me real quick. I had to reload the slides too. I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Simply trolling said piss poor stoppage in that fight, especially knowing his previous brain disease. Will and I were
Dude.
texting each other last night. We try not to text too much in between the card itself because we want to
Like
make sure
about
that
the
all
fights.
this is it's organic, right? When we hop on, this is really when we go in depth and we talk about the fights and what we saw last night. Though we were both just like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, and he looked good. I mean, he's clearly a talented fighter. You know, he's very good. But it's the same thing with like Vicente Luque when they talked about him getting brain bleed from Geoff Neal's knockout, and it's like we don't need to see this ever again. We don't need it. It's just fucked, dude. And then to see it go down the way it went down, Evie says, "What was the surgery for?" I believe he had like a brain, like a hematoma on the brain or something like that, or like a. If someone wants to look it up and let us know, but it was like some type of hematoma in his head that they had to get surgery on. And I mean, this isn't what you need to see. And it sucks because we should be talking about Smith's insane wrestling because the fucking reversal on this. Also, Harrell hit
Yeah,
a
that was
sweet
insane.
octopus guard get up, which was very cool at 1.8. Because Smith is a very good wrestler. He's trained with DC and shit and Gilroy. And there was a moment where he got taken down. Harrell did. And you're like, oh, this is what Smith does. And then he hits
Here
the
we go.
octopus
It's
guard and
a
get up.
myomia disease, a disorder where arteries at the base of the brain become narrowed or blocked, severely restricting blood flow and increasing the risk of stroke.
Jesus Christ. Dude. You know what else increases the risk of stroke?
Getting punched in the face repeatedly.
And then 2 more punches landed after this picture. That's the shit that pissed me off. The stoppage was bad, and then he continued to punch while he was getting pulled off him to the point where Kerry Hatley was literally like pissed off pushing him off. Did you notice that? He pushed him like 3 times. And it's like, hey man, maybe get in there quicker, dude. If you're gonna be all pissed off. And John Anik had that take. It's both. Yeah, Simply Trillin says the ref got aggressive. Yeah. And I mean, fuck, dude. Like, this was not good, dude. This was bad.
Yeah, and then watching him try to stand up after that was so brutal.
Dude. Here's
You have it?
look at the reversal on this takedown. This is the main thing I want to talk about because it's fucking sick, dude.
Okay, nice trip. And then boom, look at
That's
that
insane.
reversal. Ends up in side control, starts landing a couple little cheeky elbows. And then
Kerry Hatley pushing him off multiple times. Yes, I have the. Get up.
not
Oh, why
sure.
the fuck does that keep happening?
I'm not sure what the technical difficulties are that we're having right now. It might be
it's
with
like the browser's just like. Yeah, I think it's with our studio.
Yeah, it's with the studio.
But do you want to see the video of him trying to get up? You
No.
want to see what the UFC did?
Oh man.
Should I show
You
it?
know, the thing afterwards too, where Dana was like, he's in the hospital. We are, what do you say? We'll be watching him tonight. It's like, I don't think
Yeah.
you will. I think
Yeah,
the
I don't think
nurses
you
and
will.
doctors will be keeping an eye on him. You might ask, like, hey, please tell me dude's still alive.
Yeah, and you know how he does the whole like if you don't know now you know promo thing. Or like it's
Yeah.
like the most they can get Dana to do to promote fights these days. After this fight, he tweets, "Now you know," in all caps, and we're like, "Yeah, we kind of all saw that coming, you piece of shit. Why'd you even make this fight happen, dude? Like Jesus Christ, dude."
Oh, heavy saying y'all are having PFL level production issues tonight. Oh,
You're a
facts for
fucking
real.
punk, dude.
So funny.
Dude, I don't know what's happening. It's like the studio stays up at least, the stream's still going, but then all of a sudden it just pulls us all to the side. We have to re-add everybody. Rich isn't here too, so I'm over here fucking
It's a
trying to
sign.
hold
It's a
shit
sign.
together.
Let's get through a couple more of these fights, man, and we'll call it. But how about Michel Pereira versus Zach Reese?
Let's fucking skip this fight. This fight pissed me off. I was gonna talk about it, but the fact that we're having these
The
these
only thing I
technical
want to call
issues,
out
I'm
Zach
fucking over
Reese,
it.
his face bruised so quickly in the
So
second
fast,
round,
dude.
from underneath his eyes all the way down his chin, purple, just
Yeah.
done.
And they're like, even
Super.
Anik was like, "Wow, his face is really wearing it." Like, damn, dude.
There's discoloration in his face. Look, savage. Evie must have loved this fight. Look at that.
I don't know, dude. This fight pissed me off, man. Like, it's starting, and Zach Reese is throwing naked body kicks, and Michel Pereira drops him with a massive right hand, and then he keeps throwing these naked high kicks, and then he starts landing them regardless. And you're like, okay, well, he's never going to close that up because it works half the time. Half the time he gets dropped, half the time it works, so he's never going to correct it. And then fucking Michel Pereira gets kicked in the thigh. And they're like, "Oh, that's a low blow," and they're like, "I don't know if it was." And then he gets kicked to the belly, and they're like, "That was also low," and you're like, "I don't know if it was." And then he got eye poked, and I was like, "Can we just fucking cancel this fight already, dude?" This shit pissed me off, dude.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah.
Hold on, just so everybody else has to watch this dumb shit. They they do the Max Holloway, and then they
people need to stop doing that.
They proceed to just whiff every punch after that. There's one good knee from Michel Pereira after they do it. But other than that, they're just fucking tentative. And you're like, if you're going to be tentative, don't do it. You know? Look at this. Here they go. Oh, yeah. And they're just whiffing a kick. And Michel Pereira's like, let's do it. He points down. And he's like, here's a jab. And then they're just pawing at each other, but nobody really wants to get in the fire.
There's a nice knee.
It's a good knee. But then everything else is them being a foot away from each other.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We need to stop. They need to ban that. Take a fucking point when people point down. Unless you're Max Holloway, take a point away.
Yeah.
I'm over it. It should be a fine. You should lose half of your fucking purse. This fight pissed me off.
Just for pointing down. So funny. All right, let's move on to the next one. Then we have Carlos Leal versus Chidi and Njokuani.
Now this was a fight I could talk about.
Dude, Leal, your boy over here
This was a
punches
fun
and bunches,
fight,
dude. And every single combo, minimum 3 punches.
That's what you have to do when you're fighting someone who's a foot and a half taller than you. You have to keep punching. You're not going to out jab this guy. You know what I mean? Like, you got to get in there and you got to just not throw caution to the wind, but you do have to start lighting him up. You cannot just. Bro, this shit's pissing me off, bro.
Pissing me off more than Michel Pereira versus Zach Reese and the fouls. Here, tell you what, I'll let you finish this one up, and then maybe we just regroup after this, huh?
Maybe. Well, let's see. Let's fucking. Bro, Talk Studio about to lose my fucking number. We're gonna go back to StreamYard. This is bullshit. It was sick. If you're fighting a tall fighter like Chidi is, and he's a nasty striker, and he's got an extensive career in kickboxing and Muay Thai, he knows how the fuck. You can see him in this fight doing slick shit, but you crowd him up against the fence, so you take away his ability to do that slick shit, and that's what Carlos Leal did. But despite his best efforts, Chidi still was finding a way to smash him in the face with his knees, smash him with a nice his nice hook combination. Like, Chidi is still nasty, even with his back just right up against the fence. And it was a banger. They just stood in front of each other and they traded. It was a banger.
Yeah, simply trolling saying Chidi throws some of the sickest kicks in the game. That length, man.
Well, not even just the length, but the length is good. But then I gotta keep going back to the beginning of this fucking slide. The
Austin
length
sloppy
was,
banger. I like it.
yeah. And Chidi stayed composed despite the best efforts from Leal to make it a sloppy banger. Chidi stayed very refined, and you could see him like just tripping the shit out of Leal, because Leal would step in to throw like a big punch, and Chidi would just fucking kick that leg out, his planting leg, and then he like spins all the way around. And you're like, that's sick. But now get the fuck off the fence, Chidi. He was just standing there.
Yeah.
And I think he kind of, because he was having success. It looked like the bigger punches were landing for Leal up against the fence, and there was like more of it. But he was having success, and I think that kind of bit him a little bit, because I think he got comfortable thinking he was like outstriking him, But like the judges are seeing him with his back up against the fence, shelling and rolling with a lot of punches, but it's still, you're in defense mode when you're doing that, Yeah, it's a great fight. The numbers were fucking awesome in a 3-round fight, and kind of a slow, a little bit some control heavy round in round 2. But look at the numbers. You go look at round 1 and look at round 2.
Jeez,
I mean,
that's nuts.
they both threw over 100 strikes, 100 significant strikes in round 3.
Hey, wow. 276 significant strikes thrown. 226 of those to the head.
Yeah, hey, man.
Hey, let's mix it up, bro.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's mix it up.
But I mean,
That's hilarious.
I mean, look at that, dude. Look at the difference in accuracy, though. 276 for Leal. He landed 115. Chidi outstruck him, but threw 70 less strikes.
Yeah.
He is very good. It's just, I think he got too comfortable with his back up against the fence and was like, I'm making my shit work right now. I'm blocking all this shit. I'm rolling with it good. I'm tripping with my leg kick. I'm blasting him in the face with my knee. Things are going well. And then the optics are just not good,
Yeah.
Because he fought very well with his back up against the fence. It's just
both of them fought well, but when they both fight well like that,
that's the difference maker.
The fighter that's more active, pushing the pace, right, tends to be the difference maker. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. What do you want to do here, Will? With all this technical issues, do you want to just go and call it?
Let's do one more, because it's going to be like 2 minutes. We were going to talk about Alden Coria versus Gurule, but we're not going to talk about it because the studio's crashing every 5 minutes. But Coria is one to watch. This guy's next level, I think. Very promising. But we're going to do Joselyne Edwards.
Nora?
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Remember how I was like, it doesn't happen often where I'm like uncomfortable watching a fight, dude. It wasn't even the fight itself. It was the aftermath for this one. This was fucking nasty, dude. Did you watch this one?
Yeah.
We don't have a video. I couldn't find a video of this one, but it was a good scrap. Grappling heavy up against the fence from Edwards, but very good work defensively off the fence from Nora, where she was landing lots of knees, lots of uppercuts, things like that. She fought very well in the clinch, but the difference maker was the takedown, because in this picture, this was a failed attempt. This picture here, but Edwards, the second time she did it, instead of Nora's arm being free there to kind of frame off of her to keep her balance, it was trapped to her side. Like the grips were over the elbow, so it was tucked to her body in the arms of Edwards, and she just fucking drops her ass right on her side, like along that arm. And I thought she got knocked out from the slam. And then she eats some nasty hammer fist. Edwards looks up at the ref like, this girl's not fighting right now. What are we doing? And then she like kind of crawls up, and Edwards just like jumps on her back, and she just looks like she's out on her feet. And then she chokes her out. And then you're like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, does she get 2 bonuses for the knockout? One for the knockout, one for the rear naked choke, or what? Little did I know, she needed another one for the doctor stoppage, because I think the slam, I haven't seen anything, the medicals or anything like that, but I think she broke her collarbone maybe. But I mean, dude, the scenes after the fight were that's the brutal shit, because she was literally just in pain, screaming and crying. And they're like, we probably want to interview Edwards, but like we can't with her just like
screaming all loud
in the background.
Hey, dude, Paramount right now is like, what did we get ourselves into?
I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. But very good win for Edwards. It's a nasty finish. She got 3 fucking finishes. I mean,
yeah.
Also, that was the diamond in the rough. Her and Coria was very good too. But the prelims were fucking atrocious, man. They did 8 fights on the prelims. All of them went to decision except for that one. They didn't interview a single person from the prelims. That's how bad they were. And then the main card started 25 minutes late because the prelims went over, because they're like, it's 8 fights. It's a lot, guys. Is that going to fit in the prelims? They're like, well, surely there's going to be some knockouts. One.
Nah.
We got one.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was the night was pretty bad overall. The main card delivered on some good knockouts, but also some bullshit with the Harrell stuff and just like, I don't know, just some shit like that. But overall, I give this probably like a 5.6, this card.
That's generous. That's nice.
It's generous.
Yeah.
The prelims
but the last 3 fights really saved it.
Really did a lot of heavy lifting.
Yes.
A lot of heavy lifting.
100%. 100% right. What fights got canceled?
Yes.
Moment of silence.
Jump scare warning. I had to go back to that picture. Smith was supposed to fight Seokyoung Ko. I would have rather had seen that, but we didn't. Vanderford was supposed to fight Jean Paul. Vanderford fell through. Jean Paul fought Phil Rowe and got a win. Simply Trolling says this card wasn't bad at all. Definitely was filled with drama. Yeah, but the fights themselves largely sucked, and I'm here for that more so than the drama.
Hey,
and
your boy here is down with the drama. You know I'm all about the entertainment, dude.
Hey, you gotta have.
Hey, let's spread it out. Let's spread it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. And then bonuses. Sean Strickland got a bonus, but well deserved. Medic got one, well deserved. This picture's so fucking cool. Melky got a bonus, and then Smith got a bonus. So they did the thing. But the other thing I wanted to say is refs lately, we're in a very strange spot with refs. They're pretty fucking bad. I don't know if you saw the news from our boy Dustin Jacobe. Did you see that?
No.
Today he did an interview and said, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm getting an MRI done, but I'm pretty sure my meniscus is torn. And I think it's because of that stoppage against Julius Walker, where Big Tan Dan stopped it, but then didn't. And he's like, in that moment, there was like a weird kind of like exchange with me trying to get away from him, thinking the fight was over. But then Walker like pulled my leg pretty bad. And then to pull out of it, he's like, I'm pretty sure I tore my meniscus in that moment. And she's like, come on, dude. Now these refs are actively injuring the winners of fights too. Not just giving brain damage to people who've had brain surgery, but
for
Jesus Christ. For sure.
They're only saying, well, I want drama. The fights ain't delivering. Hey, again, I'm here for that drama.
Hey, true. If the fights aren't delivering, there better be some drama.
Yeah, give me something. Just
yeah, true. It's a good point. What do we got next week? What
is it? We got UFC Mexico?
Oh, you think that's still gonna happen, dude?
Maybe we'll see.
It seems pretty gnarly. I don't know how Mexico City's doing, but it seems pretty fucking gnarly there right now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ige Prohaska just climbing fucking cliffs out there. Meanwhile, they're fucking fucking war zone, and he's just up on the mountains. But we got what do we got? We got Brandon Royval versus Loner Kavanaugh, which is pretty fucking interesting fight. Chito Vera versus David Martinez could be good if Chito Vera throws punches. So Huber versus Green, that's gonna be a fucking banger.
A good one.
Ooh, Edgar Chairez versus Felipe, that's gonna be a good one too. Borjas is back. He looked very good in his last fight. Some of these records should not be in the UFC. What are we doing here? This is the fight you're looking forward to. Macy Chasson versus Eileen Perez.
Not really.
Damn, how old is Douglas Silva de Andrade? 40 years old. Let's go. Yeah, decent card. Not the greatest, actually, now that I'm looking through it. Pretty fucking bad.
Hey, shout out everybody, though. Thank you for joining us. And really, really sorry for all the technical difficulties.
Of course.
It doesn't happen often, but to Evie's point, it was definitely PFL production tonight, it seemed like. PFL level, I should say. They're going to reach out to us and be like, yo, don't say we're producing this.
Yeah.
Don't say but thank you to everybody that joined us in the chat. Friendly reminder, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you want another way of listening to the podcast, though, they got options, though.
Yes, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are found. And then social media, just go to storythefight.com. It'll list it all, but it's at Story of the Fight on everything: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Twitch, all across the board at Story of the Fight. Give us a follow. We're close to 1,000 followers on Instagram, so that'll be cool. We started growing on Instagram, so follow us on Instagram. We'll be back next Sunday, every Sunday for the live streams. It'll be smoother than this one.
For sure. We'll have our producer back. Shout out Rich.
Yes.
I wasn't able to make it tonight. He had a work event, but shout out to Richard Bustos, our producer. And shout out to you, Will, holding it down on the ones and twos in the background while we're...
Was I?
Yeah. Hey, dude, it wasn't on you, I don't think. We
True.
got to hit up Streamlabs real quick. Talk Studio, whoever it is.
Yeah, it's definitely on them. So thanks.
They're punks, dude.
Yeah.
They're punks. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
I'm not impressed by your performance.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, everybody? King Triple C here, the Olympic champion, flyweight champion, the bantamweight champion of the world. And I got a public service to all you wannabe MMA casuals, or MMA fans for that reason. You guys make sure to listen to my boy Story of the Fight with Will and Miro.